What up? Hello, everybody who is watching this. I'm going to give you a quick run through tutorial on a few things in Reason. Some basic things. Uh, so, right now, we're looking at the Reason window and right here. And there's two parts to it. There's the top part here, okay, and then there's the bottom part here. You can go to the window menu and you can see the option to detach sequencer window. Well, the bottom here is called the sequencer window, the one with the stop, play, and all that. And you can go ahead and do that. Boom. And you'll see this, and then you'll have the options between the two of them here. Boom. There's the other rack window. If I wanted to, I can totally pull this to my other screen, but you wouldn't see it. Okay, so I have my windows separated. You can get between the two of them here. So from here, I want to show you the different parts of Reason. Basically, it's kind of built to mimic analog gear that is, reminiscent of, classic studio components. And from there is kind of where you take everything. There's a backside to everything. You can collapse everything down. And you can see how it's expanded. And it's very much like a mixer in the real world. You can go here and expand on each one of these outs and select. You see, select an input output for big meters. You can meter this. So let me explain what I'm actually showing you here. Okay, so from the top of the way Reason works, and I'll start from the top to the bottom. It's a little lengthy, so bear with me. Okay, so the top says hardware interface. This actually lets you know where your music and where a sound is going to be coming out of and in of. Okay, so activate audio driver. This is telling us that here I have gone to my preferences, to audio, and designated my built-in output to be my sound device when I play music. And if I head here, you see I have a couple other ones for different systems. They have many different options. Okay, so I have it set to my built-in output. From there I go right, and it gives you the different menu options. Obviously, big meter. That's, you see this here. It says big meter. I can go ahead and click on that right now. Audio, I/O. That's what we're looking at here. Okay, audio I/O is input output. Okay, so sampling inputs here. This is if we were going to connect a device to record into Reason, and then you could select that to see it on a big meter. This is to monitor the sampling, off, on, auto. Okay, and then the level. You can turn the level up and down. But this is if you actually have any component additional to Reason other than just doing electronics, music inside Reason. This would mean you have output and an input device. You'd actually be, I believe, using record alongside with Reason. Okay. So then, as you go further right, you can see the audio inputs here, which is 16 audio inputs. Okay, then you can see your outputs. More to the right, 16 audio outputs. So we have the ability to run 16 in and 16 out. Okay. From there we go to the next menu is more audio. And if you look at it expanded, really you have the ability to go actually more. Depending on whatever DAW you have going out of Reason, or rewiring it into others, or if you're working some other way, this is how you would do it, and you'd be able to assign the outputs of these. Okay, you'd be able to assign the instruments directly from wherever output you had for it. So if I do this, okay, create instrument. output of the instrument goes directly to whatever output. Oh, there it is. Output, that's input. So here, yeah, output. And it goes out 1 and 2. And if I'm going out rewire 1 and 2 into Pro Tools, that will just take that instrument or whatever's connected to that. But either way, that's jumping ahead. So going back here, expanded, we don't really need to look at that because that takes up a lot of space. The big meter is the basic master meter for everything coming out of Pro Tools. I mean Reason, sorry. Everything coming out of Reason, the big meter. So used to using Pro Tools. So the big meter here, okay, turn that off. Advanced MIDI is actually setting your channels and what's coming in, what MIDI channel is going to control what instrument from here. So if I had an N19, I can go here and say that I wanted channel 2 to control the N19. I could do that here. Okay, and so this is where my channel assignment goes, and you can see the bus select here. It's controlled by my Axiom keyboard. But it's set to come out 1 and 2. Everything's coming out 1 and 2 right now. You see that? Okay, but I'm gonna go disconnect. So no, but this is still gonna be the same. I'm gonna leave that the same. Usually the way I build in Reason, it's channel, like I just use one channel at a time and I layer onto different tracks and instruments that I have. But this is definitely a classic way of working. So advanced MIDI, you can go ahead and hide that. So I've gone over the different parts of the master section of Reason, which is here, which I've left here. You can see that. Okay. Hardware interface, this is tell you where your audio is coming from. Tells you what mode you're in. See rewire mode right here. This would be lit up if we're in Pro Tools. MIDI sync, nothing in. Okay. Tells you all the inputs, the outputs, meters, everything coming out of Reason, and the channel selects if you have a MIDI keyboard that has up to 16 channels available. Okay, and then we can hide all these right there. Okay, so I hope this was really kind of informative. If not, tell me.